Guess what? I don't care.
Don't care. Good morning!
When did that start?
I wonder, did we always say good morning?
I don't know.
No, I remember Vlogs in Scotland just started with whatever the first thing was. But I think a lot of time we say good morning.
Do you think? It was funny when Peter was finishing the vlog this morning. Yesterday we did some acro yoga. We were just having fun, but our version of acro yoga. And when we went to like look up last year and 2 years ago videos.
Yeah, because you guys know we put the end slate at the end of the video where it shows like 1 year ago, 2 year ago. And the video from 1 year ago was couples yoga expectation versus reality.
How is that possible?
I think that is weird. So,
That we did it on the exact same day 1 year apart.
Things like that happen like kind of often. When I look at 1 year ago or 2 years ago, it's like, oh, we did, and it's like random things.
Right.
It's
of course we like had July 4th. We were on the water last year and this year, like of course, because that's what we do. But it's on random days, like yesterday, that we realized like, and we only realize it because we're vlogging.
Yeah.
Because we see.
And it is like, yeah, we get to see what happened 1 year ago, 2 years ago. I'm curious how many of you guys, whenever you watch the video, if you go back and watch the 1 year ago or 2 years ago, if you do, leave it in the comments, because I'm just kind of curious if people do that. I enjoy going back and just seeing like, oh, that was a year ago. Oh, that was 2 years ago.
And the other day I was doing the links and there were actually 3 videos. This was the 4th year we had done July 14th or something like that.
Crazy.
Because it was before we had started vlogging, but it was part of our
summer before Scotland. We had made a video that day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Guys, some exciting news for the day. Someone knocked on our door this morning. It was a special delivery man from Santa. Actually, it was the UPS guy who brought me a new drone! So, I'm real excited. The crummy part is that it's raining today. And it's like 50-something degrees. So we're like, I'm like wearing long sleeves and jeans. It kind of feels like fall. Which we still have summer left. I mean, it's not even August yet. But today doesn't feel like that. But we do need groceries, so we might have to venture out into the elements.
We should probably do that.
Alright guys, welcome to our day.
Okay, we just came to the grocery store and we're literally standing here in the produce aisle and Peter was like, I feel like we should get apples and caramel because of the weather. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I almost pulled the camera out and I was like, I don't even know what to vlog anymore. We like stood here and had this like, what's that word?
Like philosophical?
Yeah, like a philosophical conversation about like, life is repetitive, so vlogging is repetitive, but...
Well, she's basically the reason that she was like, I don't know what they're vlogging about, because she was like, how many times have we filmed getting apples and caramel?
Yeah, like that's old news. Like we buy food and that's what we're doing. But anyway.
But it's our life. So I was like, we vlog our life. So apples and caramel it is.
Okay, so there you go. I don't know. I guess it's just like after almost 3 years of vlogging, sometimes I just feel like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know.
We're inviting you guys into our lives, including the apples and caramel parts.
Yes. The good, the bad, and the apples. And yes, we're walking in the grocery store holding a camera up.
There's a lot of people looking at us.
Oh, really? Guess what? I don't care.
Don't care. Okay, I have to share what just went down. We're getting Cocoa Puffs. And Mary informed me that she used to want to get Cocoa Puffs when
When Oliver's food looked like Cocoa Puffs, used to be on a food that looked like Cocoa Puffs. And whenever I'd feed mine, I'd be like, I want some Cocoa Puffs. So, is it just me, or does this remind you of like an airplane bathroom trash can? Like this whole area right here?
Yeah,
So,
it really does.
And maybe this is a new, I don't know, maybe you're from a different country. This is how many grocery stores have their bread in America. You get your little hygiene protector. What?
Yeah.
And
No, it was like this in Scotland too, right?
well, no, Scotland was just open baskets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then you use this. I mean, Scotland might have had these, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
And then you pick up what you want.
You put it in a bag.
You put it in a bag, but what is this for?
Your trash, your little...
Your hygiene wiper?
Your
I want to
hygiene...
call it a hygiene wiper, but that's not right.
Hygiene,
Shield.
Shield, yeah. Well, there you
And
go.
then what is this one?
Anyways, guys, this is bad news. We can't find the rolls that we usually get for our sandwiches.
We're kind of like an older couple. Like we
get the same things. No,
Well-
I think a lot of people do that kind of thing.
yeah, maybe. But most people would be like, that pack of rolls is fine, whereas
Yeah.
we're like examining
We
them.
need the right ones. I think they're like, maybe they put them in a different spot, or maybe they forgot to make them today. I don't know. But they're like fresh from the bakery and they're so good.
Wait, is it this one?
Is it that
Oh,
one?
it's... No.
It's not that one. It looks like that one, but it's not. Anyways, the struggle is real.
No, film you.
Okay. Sometimes names of things crack me up. Like this one. If you like this, don't be offended. I just thought the name was funny.
Or if you're the person who named this, like,
If you name,
it's a great name. It's
Sarah,
just...
if Sarah Lee, if you're watching, I mean, raspberry cream flaky. I just, I just think that's a strange name.
We feel like flaky would be like another adjective for like flaky biscuit.
Well,
but this is just a flaky.
I feel like they tried to put like croissant into Google Translate, and out came flaky.
Really?
No, I'm just saying. I feel like it looks like it's a raspberry cream croissant, but they're calling it a flaky.
What would that be like? It would be like calling a roll like a soft, right?
Hamburger softs.
We are those people in the grocery store. But I will say, when we were talking about
Yeah. I don't know. I'd finish what you're saying, but usually I can finish what you're saying, but I don't know where you're going with this.
when we were talking about the airplane trash can,
Yeah.
the lady walking by like looked at us and smiled. I guess she agreed with us.
Okay. It's true. All right, let's get out of here. It's cold, and we just want to go drink coffee and sit on the couch. You know what time it is?
Could you see the...
Yeah. Now, can you blow like... No, you don't want to waste your medicine, but it'd be cool if you could blow a circle. You ever seen like... I think I watched a video about how to blow a circle of smoke. Not that I was smoking or anything, but...
That sounded really sketchy.
That did sound sketchy. I don't know. I was just like curious. How do they?
It was probably one of those Facebook videos.
It was one of those like viral Facebook videos. But do you guys hear that? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
What?
It's when you guys are watching this, when we post this video, it'll be July 25th, which means it's 5 months till Christmas. So you know what I think we should do?
Oh, I forgot. You had a plan. I was like, where is he going with this?
We are going to put Mary's Christmas designs up on the store for the next 2 days. And
Somebody asked for one of them, and I was like, yep, it's up on the store. And Peter's like, no, it's not, but we can have a Christmas. We can put them up for fake Christmas.
we'll have Christmas in July. So if you are interested in Mary's Christmas designs, there's prints and greeting cards. They will be on sale. That's what's up. Ollie boy, are you just having a little snuggle with your doggy?
I was reminded the fact that when you have a service dog, you are never invisible. We walked into a restaurant a couple of weeks ago, and I kid you not. Well, it was kind of a small restaurant, but it was kind of an open floor plan. Anyway.
Where you had to like walk through the tables to get to the counter where you ordered.
Everybody in the restaurant looked at us. And most of the time, I'm used to it. Like, when we're in Target and people are looking at us, or like today in the grocery store, Peter said, everybody's looking at us because we were vlogging, but probably also because we have a service dog. When we walked into that restaurant, I was just like, I felt like I couldn't escape, kind of. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's just something to keep in mind. It's something that I didn't realize because I just hadn't thought about it before I got a service dog. Well, I mentioned one thing a few weeks ago. Before I got a service dog, I didn't realize that it was constant education, meaning wherever you go, people are asking questions, and then also people are not aware of service dog laws, which, by the way that I learned about service dog laws, lots and lots of research. So I just started reading about service dog laws, researching service dog laws. Did I just say the same thing twice?
Reading and researching.
Okay, well, anyway, so if you are interested, there's lots of information online, but anyway, so you're constantly an educator because people are asking questions, and you also have to educate like employers. Mm-hmm. If you walk into their restaurant and they say something, whatever. If you saw that vlog, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you're constantly educating, and you're never invisible again. I mean, every place we walk into, people are looking, and that's normal. Like, whenever I have seen a service dog in a store, I look as well because it's something out of the normal. So it makes sense that people look. And it makes sense that people are curious as well. And so because of that, I'm used to it. I'm used to parents talking to their kids about it, as they walk by me. And I love to hear that when parents are telling their children, that's a dog who is working, we don't touch him. And so, of course, I hear them talking about me or about Oliver, and they just keep on walking, and I really appreciate that. But I'm also used to people looking because it makes sense, because it's something out of the ordinary. But sometimes, like in that restaurant, everybody kind of stopped eating, and everybody looked, and it just felt overwhelming.
That was just a moment of dread. Like, you're
yes.
like, can we just... I mean, we didn't walk out, but it felt...
We did think about it, because there were a lot of things going on at that moment. Like, the place was really hot and really loud, and everybody was also looking at us, so it was just like,
and they were out of the food we wanted.
That too. That's one aspect of having a service dog to keep in mind. It's just part of it,
Yeah, and like Mary was saying, like, she doesn't fault people for looking. Like, obviously, like, we look and admire other service dogs. Right. It's just part of the reality that she's kind of describing.
I think it's interesting. I don't know. I often think about people who have experienced other things in life that I haven't experienced. Maybe somebody with a child who has multiple, like, medical complications, where you can visually see that there's like medical stuff going on. Maybe if a child's in a wheelchair or has medical devices or something like that. I haven't experienced that because, I mean, for the most part, my medical stuff is kind of hidden. Like, whatever, my IV is kind of hidden, so even when I'm out, sometimes people stare, but I guess I think about other people and what they experience. So sometimes when I walk into a store and people are staring at me for whatever reason, maybe because of my feeding tube or maybe because of Ollie or whatever, I guess it just makes me think some families deal with this for other reasons, because of medical devices or whatever. And I guess it just makes me kind of step into their shoes for a minute and think, I guess, I don't know, I guess I just think about it from their perspective, and ultimately it does come down to human curiosity. But I guess part of why we show medical stuff on the vlogs is because people are curious and they are interested. Some people are interested to learn about it. And so if I can show you on the vlog, here's what my IV looks like, maybe then in public people will be more used to it.
Or even just the reality of like sharing Mary's experience of what it's like to walk in that restaurant when everybody's looking, and maybe that us sharing that experience gives a greater empathy from other people when they see a service dog walk into a restaurant or whatever. It's
given me like a different perspective on empathy for that reason.
Yeah.
Like when I've seen a service dog or something, I purposefully try to kind of ignore it because that's kind of what I appreciate. This has also been really helpful for me. I've watched a lot of Mr. Chris's videos, special books by special kids. If you guys haven't watched any of his videos, you absolutely must. He's on Facebook. And just so, for me, educational, like he asks people from, people who have all different diagnoses, if somebody meets you on the street or in a store, what do you want them to say?
Know. Yeah. Or, say.
Yeah, do you like it when people say hi to you? Yeah. Do you want people to say hi to you? Like that sort of thing. And that's been so helpful for me because, you know, sometimes you wonder, like, I wonder if I should say hi or just ignore or smile or not. And so I love hearing their responses. People from all different walks of life, all different ages, all different diagnoses, like I said. So anyway, everybody's different. I think the main thing to remember about us, you know, everybody, is that we've all had these experiences, and some people have to deal with it on a daily basis, on every single store they walk into. So anyway, I guess I'm just, maybe you're somebody who deals with that. I'm extending an internet hug to you, say keep on going.
And that's Deep Thoughts with Mary for tonight. And we're gonna get ready for bed, and as always, we will see you tomorrow. Good night.